Please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and please press the bell icon so that you get to know when my latest video has come. And to learn more and to find a video relevant to you, please do check out my videos list.
Hello, namaskar and adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. We had discussed a few days back a video about what are the most karmic signs and what are the four most karmic nakshatras, and we have arrived at that because the concentration of energies of all the energies of the earth signs, air signs, fire signs and water signs reside in Taurus, and for fire signs reside in Leo, for air sign resides in Aquarius, and for water signs resides in Scorpio. And within these signs, the most karmic nakshatras, because of the concentration of these specific energies, reside in the four nakshatras, which is Rohini, Purva Falguni, Anuradha and then Satabhishak. And so these concentrations in the signs and in these nakshatras present to us the most karmic signs and the most karmic nakshatras. So now we know these four karmic signs, which are also the fixed signs, and these are the very karmic nakshatras also. So they hold the key in the energies of all the and the representation of all the energies, and also they are the kendra to each other. So if the concentration is the energy is divided among the four, or is there any particular sign and any particular nakshatra which has the concentration of all the energies? Now if you look at the same formula that we use to find the sum of all energies in each of the earth signs, air signs, water signs and the fire signs, and if you use the same formula, then what do we do? Firstly, let's look at what is the total number of nakshatras. The total number of nakshatras is 27. Okay, and if you look at the number 27, it has a very, very strong karmic placement also, a karmic position also, and karmic powers also. The reason being is the 27 number is a multiple of 3 and a multiple of 9, and if you add 2 and 7, you still get the number 9. So overall the energies are represented by the number 9 basis the nakshatras. The other thing, if you see, if you look at the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, the same Trinity in some way or the other is present in other religions also. So there is a Trinity in Christianity also. There may not be Trinity in Islam, but then you have the Quran, the Sunnah and the Ahadith of the Prophet, which the Muslims hold on to. So the Muslims, the main basis of their religion is the Quran, then the Sunnah and the Ahadith. So in a way, in an indirect way, there is a Trinity there also. So the Trinity or the number 3 represents all the energies. So when you have the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, 3, and you divide or you multiply these energies 9 times, because 9 is the final number or the highest number. So if you see in the numericals 0 to 9, after that the numbers repeat. Then for 10 you have to bring 1 and 0 together. For 11 you have to bring 1 and 1 together. So the number 9 is the highest energies. So when you multiply the energies of a trinity with the number 9, you get 27, and when you add 2 and 7, you still get the number 9. So the addition of numbers and then convoluting a final number out of that is a very, very powerful way of getting a final figure. So when you add all the nakshatra numbers, so number 1, 2, and then 3, and then you add 3 to 4, then that to 5, and you add all the numbers. So you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 till 27. What is the number that you get? The final number that you get when you add all of these up is the number 378. Now 378 is a big number. When you add 378 together, we need a number which is lesser than 27. So if you add the 3 specific digits, 3, 7 and 8, what number do you get? We get the number 18. Is the 18 number less than 27 nakshatras? Yes, it is. Now which is the 18th nakshatra? The 18th nakshatra lies in the sign of Scorpio, and it is the Jyeshta nakshatra. And the number 18, if you add 1 and 8, you still get the number 9. So Jyeshta energies are also representative of the 9 energies. Secondly, which planet rules Scorpio? Mars rules Scorpio. And which are the two signs Mars rules? 1 and 8. And Jyeshtha represents the 18th nakshatra in the sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio, as we know, is the sum total of all the water signs. And water signs represent fluidity. And if you have to move from one medium into another, or from one life into the other, you need the moksha energies. And the moksha energies are represented by the water signs: Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. And Pisces is the final sign before you move on. And that's why the 12th house is also considered to be the house of moksha, or moving towards moksha at least. And so, because of the water signs being most important, and Scorpio sign being the sign of Ayu, which is the sign which has been called the Ayu Sthan, it is the Vrishchik Rashi or the Scorpio sign in all the ancient texts. So, if it is called the Ayu Sthana, the sign of life, it is also considered to be the sign of death, because the number of years that a person can live, tentatively you can arrive at through calculation of the Scorpio sign. So, which means that Scorpio is both the sign of life and of moksha, moving to the nether world. And if you add up all the nakshatra energies, and when you get the total number and you add them together, you get the number 18, and that comes out to be Jyeshtha. And which is the planet which rules? Jyeshtha. Mercury rules Jyeshtha. And the other thing is, because of the energies of 1 and 8 Mars, so it is about getting the goal. What is the goal of the soul? The goal of the soul is to achieve moksha, to achieve the highest realms, represented by Scorpio sign and represented by the Mars energies, because the Mars is the general. It is what the goal, Mars rise as the general to achieve the goal of the soul. The soul is the sun. The goal of the soul is moksha, and Mars, the general, helps the sun, the king, to achieve its goal. And hence Scorpio sign represents the most powerful energies of all the signs, and the Jyeshtha nakshatra present in the Scorpio sign represent the sum total of all the energies and the cumulation of all the energies of all the nakshatras put together. It is not but a coincidence that Scorpio also has the Anuradha nakshatra, which represents the sum total of the concentration of all water energies in the Scorpio sign. So that way, Scorpio is a very, very karmic sign, and sometimes we look down upon the people of Scorpio sign, and there is a lot of mysticism to them, mysteriousness to them, and we also don't hold them to the appreciation from a karmic point of view, not from a worldly point of view that it should be. And same thing applies to the nakshatra of Jyeshtha also. So among the many misunderstood nakshatra people, Jyeshtha is one of them. Now what does Jyeshtha mean? Jyeshtha means the eldest or the oldest, or from the oldest also comes most experienced, most wisest. And so in that form, it is being the oldest or the eldermost. It is also the sum total of all the energies come to be represented in the final culmination of all energies, represented by Jyeshtha. And what is the sign of Jyeshtha? The symbol of Jyeshtha, in a way, can be convoluted to look more like an umbrella. Umbrella which covers all the energies of all the signs, all the nakshatras that can come together. So being the sign which is a sign of being the oldest and also having the most experience, the umbrella which shelters or accumulates all energies together, and so is Jyeshtha because of having all the energies put together, representing the 18th nakshatra out of the 27, being also cumulative of the number 9, having 1 and 8, which is the Kalpurush, in the Kalpurush Lagna, ruled by Mars. Sign number 1 is Aries, sign number 8 is Scorpio. So there are enough things to show or tell us or point us towards the direction, and Scorpio also being the sign of Ayusthan or sign of life, and giving the most upheaval, most ups and downs, and also a sign of moksha, that Jyeshtha is truly the cumulative of all the nakshatra energies put together. And come to think of it, this is also very sattvic nakshatra, though a part of the Rakshasa guna. And because of having these opposing energies of while being sattvic, but also being a part of the Rakshasa guna, so there are many times misunderstandings about Jyeshtha. One of the things which happens about Jyeshtha is the anger that they boil into when things don't go their way, and sometimes people see them as lying or too secretive or holding back information, and because of that sometimes Jyeshtha people can also be very tactful and diplomatic. And who doesn't like to serve themselves, serve their own needs, serve their own goals? But because the sum total of all the nakshatras is in Jyeshtha, so there is a specific responsibility of those people who have the Jyeshtha energies, especially if the Jyeshtha is that the nakshatra of the ascendant. The specific degree of the ascendant lies in the Jyeshtha nakshatra, or if the moon nakshatra or the nakshatra in which moon lies, which is also the Janma Rashi, is the Scorpio sign and represented by the Jyeshtha nakshatra. There is a special responsibility, because then you need to be truly karmic, truly be able to be actual in life, the oldest or eldest or the wisest, and to lead everybody towards moksha. But when you don't do that and you become too engulfed in the worldly things, in the material world, and you chase materialism, you try to hold cards to your chest, you try to be diplomatic, you try to be tactful, and you lose your anger, you become angry also, you get upset also when things don't go your way, you get frustrated, you get anxious. That's where you're pulled down, because the creation, the zodiac, doesn't want you to be engulfed in the material world. But many times if you have the strongest of Jyeshtha nakshatra energies, either because of the connection of the ascendant or the moon, or maximum number of your planets being placed in the Jyeshtha nakshatra, then the responsibility is stronger on you. But if you don't follow the responsibility, then you feel, you will know that you're pulled in different directions. You get frustrated, you get anxious, people look down upon you, you may not make meaningful associations, meaningful relationships also. So if you truly want to make meaningful relations, meaningful associations also, which is to an extent the Adunada Nakshatra also represents, if you are not able to do that, then you lose out. So the responsibility for the Jyeshtha people is cut out, and for all those people who have strong Jyeshtha energies by virtue of the ascendant or moon being placed in it or more planets being placed in it, it is cut out for you that you need to be somebody whose life is given for your karmic responsibilities, having the sum total of all energies given to you, all capabilities given to you, all opportunities given to you, but to follow the higher goal in life, to be spiritual, to be truly submissive to the Lord, to work in the direction of the Lord and be the servant, which also Jyeshtha Nakshatra represents. It also represents being a servant or service. So if you don't make a goal of serving others, of helping others through the upheavals which is represented by Scorpio, the obstacle, the sudden issues that come, then your life which is given to you, represented by the 8th house energies, is not meaningful enough. And so you keep coming into the cycle after cycle of life, because you are not following the goal that is given to you. You are not able to uplift your soul, you are not able to move forward. The ruling deity of Jyeshtha Nakshatra being Indra, so it also confirms to the material world the richness also. However, this is a residual impact which comes to you if you follow the main goal of helping others and serving others with true humanity, and knowing that this is your goal. And money, the material world, is nothing but a residue of that. Then you attract income. Some may attract more, some may attract less. Some may attract obstacles and upheavals, because you have to shed the karmic debt also, which is being riding on your shoulders. So being born in this nakshatra also means a big opportunity is given to you, that you may be able to shed most of your karmic debt or all of your karmic debt, entire sanchita karma, not only just the prarabdha karma. If you truly become spiritual, you follow the Lord, you follow in the service of humanity, and you move towards that, then the material tendency, the material the material prosperity may be a residual as an output for you, and not the main goal for you. Jyeshtha Nakshatra energies are also about eagerness and curiosity to know more, to delve deep down and to extract information. But that is not just for the material world, to extract how something will help you in the material side of life, but it is also to delve down into the deep secrets of life itself, and then knowing and realizing life and the high learning, and then moving upwards. Being highly motivated but highly intellectual also, being represented by the Mercury energies, being ruled by Mercury, it means that the buddhi has been given to you, the intellect has been given to you to be able to discern between which is truly righteous and which is not the righteous path. If the analytical ability has been given to you, if the difference between right and wrong to choose between them has been given to you, if the analytical ability has been given to you, and the spiritual energies has been given to you, the Jyeshtha energies have been given to you, the karmic debt relieving energies have been given to you, and yet you do not move in that direction, you do not serve humanity, you do not understand the higher responsibilities given to you, and then try and be spiritual and move up in the higher ladder, then you will find that a lot of Jyeshtha Nakshatra people face a lot of challenges and upheavals in life. The reason being is you're born with the 8th house energies and the Scorpio energies. So you're bound to go through, and then you bring it more upon yourself when you become so materialistic, so involved in being tactful and diplomatic, even slimy, or losing your anger, because of rubbing people the wrong way. So the misunderstanding comes to you. People don't believe in you. People don't want to be associated with you, and many times you lose the most important and most serving of relationship on the altar of materialism and trying to serve yourself. So Jyeshtha Nakshatra energies, the culmination of all the energies of all the nakshatras put together, is a boon to us. Even if you are not born in the Jyeshtha Nakshatra by virtue of the ascendant or more planets in it or moon being in the nakshatra, check which particular house is the Jyeshtha Nakshatra energies situated, whether it's in the Lagna, 3rd house, 4th house, 5th house. So then you will find that you will again and again get opportunities to be able to serve in that direction and serve others in that direction again and again. Even if you have more planets in that nakshatra, check on which house it is in, and if there are more planets connecting it, then this is even higher representation of being able to move in that direction, serve people in that direction, being truly spiritual and helping others in that direction to eventually move the spirit or move your soul in a higher realm. So friends, look into your own horoscopes and check which house Jyeshtha Nakshatra energies are and move towards that and make the best use of the Jyeshtha energies given to you. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me, the links given below. Till some other time with some other video, this is your friend astrologer and guide Irfan signing off. Ciao.